You're listening to Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon. Hey, what's up, Internet? This is Brandon.
And this is Alex.
Yo, what up?
And we are Filmmakers.
And, oh wait, no, we're not drinking bourbon today.
No, actually, I've got a nice hot cup of coffee.
You do? So do I.
Well, guess who made yours?
You?
You're welcome.
Oh, the
Yeah.
coffee elf. Thanks.
Who was that other voice in the intro
I
there?
don't know. Somebody said, what up? Who is
Who
that?
is that guy?
What up?
Who is that?
Well, that actually is the one and only.
Why don't you let him say it, huh?
All right, fine. Who the hell are you?
My name is Anthony.
Yeah.
And I am an editor.
He's Anthony Reese Schneider. Is that
The
correct?
one and
That's
only.
right.
Schneider. Do you have two last names? What's going on with that?
No, Reese is my middle name.
It's a middle name.
Yeah.
But
Should
you
go
use
by
it as,
Reese.
sometimes you go by
Yeah,
that.
it's a family name, and I'm the only person other than my cousin left with it.
Hmm.
So
Wow, that's nice and factual.
Nice.
Excellent.
my
So
cousin has the same middle name.
Yeah.
awesome. So who are you? Why are you on the show? What's going on?
I have no idea.
I brought him.
If for those of you who do not know, we've talked about him every now and again. Anthony Schneider is the editor for Leap Frame. I brought him on the team, and awkwardly enough, I just did I fire you? Did I let you
didn't
go?
Get fired because I didn't
What
do
happened?
anything wrong.
What happened? Did I? What?
Well,
I think it's called a layoff.
Is this kind of awkward?
yeah.
I feel awkward already.
Yeah. So, all right, let me give you guys, listeners, the story here.
411.
So, Leap Frame is a small, boutique digital film motion design house. We've got, a handful of guys, and the production game is hard, man. You're out there, you're competing, and it's hard to make a buck. And we brought Anthony on the team the beginning of the year, and he was crushing it. Business was booming. We just, we had a couple commercials. We had a music video he edited coming out of the fall. And this year, just the second quarter, we just dropped. Like it was bad. Like we hit, not rock bottom, but it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And on the production side of things, the other side of the fence was actually booming and picking up on the motion design side of things. And so we were actually spending a ton of money with freelancers on the motion design side of things. And so there was an opportunity that came up. We were able to secure that side of it with motion design, but we realized when we saw the numbers, we couldn't sustain a 4-man team. And ultimately, the position of a high-end, specialized senior editor, lead editor, who has done a lot of really great work and in Nashville and throughout the country and music videos and commercials with Anthony, ultimately it was just as bad as it is, and it's awkward, and I'm weeping here.
Anthony, you're too good, is
Yeah.
what he was saying.
I don't think it's awkward.
No, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's
And
part
so-
of
Nature of the
game.
beast.
Yeah. So anyway, we told Anthony that we're going to have to go move his arrangement back to a freelancer. So we're super excited that
Yeah.
we're friends.
Yeah.
We're buddies, I think. So I don't know. What's your side of it? What do you think? How do you feel? And what's your status now? What are you doing? Are you working with people? Can people work with you? Tell us about what's going on.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I freelanced for a while before I, went full time with you guys.
Well, that's how we met.
Yeah. So, not really too worried about finding work. I feel like getting laid off is part of the process. Everybody gets laid off at some point. Probably.
No, they
most
don't.
people, I would say. Well,
Not if you're freelance.
well, yeah, that's true. You've never been full time anyway.
You guys are having a moment right now. You guys are.
Hey, you're one of me now. You're one of us.
It's true. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where not having a steady income is a little challenging, but now I get to go and pursue some other opportunities that I might not have had before. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
So you mentioned you freelanced before. You worked with me and the Leap Frame team. Being freelance, being full time. That's not the first time you were full time. You worked in Nashville at a couple studios full time.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take for the listeners? I think there's a lot of listeners, some who are full time, who are thinking about going freelance. There's a lot of freelancers who are thinking about joining a shop and going full time. What's your? I think you got great insight on this. What do you think? What is your thoughts to them? What is your wisdom?
Oh man.
I think you just combined two words that shouldn't go together, Anthony and wisdom. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's such a complicated.
Okay, let's just
No,
sort of play a little
your,
bit of
your experience.
play a
though.
little bit of like
Yeah.
pro con or love hate. Let's start with freelance.
I mean, I can make a lot of money freelancing, but I can also
security, though.
I can also starve to death.
Yeah.
Freelancing. So
Look at me.
But-
Look how
but-
thin I am right now.
But when you say make a lot of money, just describe a little bit. What are the things you loved about freelance? What are the things you hated about it?
well, I didn't have to go into an office every day.
Mhm.
I didn't have to, I was working for myself, so I didn't have to be anywhere at any certain time or necessarily do anything, any certain way. It was just these people gave me their projects. I knew what I needed to do, and I do it, however I see fit,
Mhm.
basically, and get paid for it. So, that's a pretty ideal situation.
So
to
so
be in.
you appreciated the freedom.
Yeah, the freedom is definitely a plus.
So
the
but
variety of
So
projects probably
if
too.
freedom and the ability to
well,
kind
and
of
the networking. I mean, you can go talk to anybody and say, "Hey, let's work together. I like you. Let's do something."
sure.
Mhm.
Whereas if you're full time somewhere, you got non competes and you got to route it back through the business, and depending on what your situation is, you might not be able to really put yourself out there the same way that you can if you're freelancing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What about variety? Do you feel as a full-time guy you get enough variety in your projects that you're able to edit?
Man, I feel like that all just comes down to where you're at.
Yeah.
Like what company do you work for? What market are you in? If I was at,
Yeah.
I can't, I have no idea, because I'm sure there's people in Chicago or New York or LA that are doing all sorts of crazy things, Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, we're struggling to get a handful of cool things to do, you know? So,
Yeah.
Or,
well,
or
or-
if you've got it steady, it's all the same
yeah, or
talking
that,
heads.
yeah.
Or,
yeah, or in a small market like Cincinnati, it just comes in fits and spurts.
Yeah, exactly,
And
yeah.
so when we brought you on, we were in the middle of a fit, and you were, doing all sorts of crap, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe
yeah.
I'm so glad I have you. It was rolling, and then boom, it dropped out. And then it was like you were coming in like, what do I do today? Which was, and that's never a great place to be for anybody. And so,
Yeah, I mean, luckily you let me sort of pursue some side projects as well.
yes,
which
you
was
did.
cool,
Yeah.
because you sort of gave me the resources and said, hey, go make some
Hog
cool
wild.
shit.
Yeah, which actually brings up, one of the projects that is getting close to being done, Cody, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Tell the listeners about that.
Cody is a short film that I am finishing up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alex helped me shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
DP Alex Elkins.
So nice.
What up?
What a guy.
What up?
But basically, it's a story about an alien who, he sort of lived like in the shadows, like nobody really knew his true identity, and he wanted everybody to know that he existed before he left.
Is this
That's the long version.
is this a live action film? Is it a documentary? Like
It's a documentary style.
You hate the word mockumentary.
I hate the word mockumentary.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just doesn't.
yeah.
It doesn't
It's not-
sound. It doesn't sound right.
It's not
to me.
mockumentary. It's like
it's not mocking
a
anything.
faux
It's a
documentary.
fake documentary.
Yeah.
yeah, but
but-
it's kind of, you say that, but I watched it, and the character who plays Cody, there's a very like realistic nature of who he is along with who this character is.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a metaphor going on that, quote, makes him feel like an alien in the sense, not in the sense of going to Mars, but like in the sense of like, not illegal alien, but like alien to the atmosphere. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like talk about that.
No, I think that's a good point to plug Cody. First of all, tell who he is, our star,
Yeah.
your star, and then get into it.
Cody Gunningham is a painter based in over the Rhine in Cincinnati, and I met him through a guy that we both used to be friends with, and just sort of kept in touch with him over the past couple years or so, and at some point ended up in his studio, and basically as soon as I walked in there, I knew that I was going to shoot a movie in that space.
His studio here in Cincinnati or New York?
in
New York, because
Cincinnati.
doesn't he have some gallery space in New York? Or
No, he's been working with some people up in New York, but he's stationed here.
Oh,
So
okay,
his
cool.
main gallery is in over the Rhine, and as soon as I walked in there, I was like, dude,
Yeah.
we
It's
have
so
we have
cool.
to shoot something.
so you were
here.
inspired by the space,
Oh, I mean, it was all there.
Textural.
which
It
led.
was all there. It
Did
was
the
just-
space lead to the film?
Yeah, I mean, I can't even remember. Actually, you know what it was? Is around that time that I went in there, I was watching the show Roswell
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a big sci-fi fan, and I love
We've
all
seen
the
your posts.
yeah, I love all the cheesy alien shows and stuff,
Oh.
and so that this sort of idea of like these aliens sort of having to hide their identity and like be a part of normal human society was really fascinating, I think, to me. So when I walked in there, I just sort of, I don't know, it just sort of clicked. It happened really naturally for me, I think.
Yeah.
Like everything was there. I knew that I wanted to shoot something that I could realistically do with the resources that I had, which were very little money.
But some gear.
Yes, the gear that that Leap Frame has, which was we shot on 2 C100s,
The Mark IIs.
the Mark
yeah.
IIs, and then we had
A couple light panels and
and some audio,
some donated audio
yeah.
by these guys.
sound images, yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew that obviously we have limited resources. What can I do?
Yeah.
My background is in documentary anyways, so that's kind of how I approach any project, is from that sort of style, I guess.
Right.
And it just like I texted Cody one day like, dude, what if we shoot, a movie where you're an alien
Yeah.
and we're like interviewing you?
Well, I remember the first time you brought it up to me, I was like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. But then as I saw it come together, like it really does have a nice like tone to it, a nice pace to it. And then you've actually worked with one of your visual effects friends, right? To really
Yeah.
bring to life some magic, as we would call it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I knew I wanted to like, ideally I would have done it all practically, but I don't have enough experience for that, and like,
Or the time.
and we
or
don't,
anything.
we don't have the time or the budget.
So
Um,
who'd you get to do that or work
Well, my
with?
buddy down in Nashville, his name's Joel Robertson. He initially took the footage and said, "Yeah, let me knock this out," and then he just got slammed. So we had to hand it off to the intern. What's his name? Paul. Paul. I can't remember his last
Paul
name.
Encontrada
Something like
Wait,
that.
intern
yeah.
where?
One of the
at Leap.
one of Ryan's
Ryan's
little
guy.
interns.
Oh,
Ryan's
Ryan.
motion design.
Ryan's
intern.
apprentice.
His apprentice, yeah.
Yeah, the collection of wizards and their apprentices
Yeah.
over there.
So we handed off the stuff to him, and it sounds like he's ready to knock it out. And he just showed me some stuff today that looks amazing.
Yeah, he's
So,
super talented kid.
Cool.
Yeah, he gets it. If you give him an objective, he'll crush it. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
so we're in, we're the picture's locked as far as I'm concerned. And right now we're waiting on a few VFX shots, and then as soon as I get those, I'm gonna bring it into sound images and do the sound design and the final mix.
cool, man. Is there a trailer?
I don't know if I'm gonna actually cut a
Okay.
trailer.
Can
Oh,
you
you should.
maybe for our listeners, can you like maybe export a clip or something, a teaser that we can
Yeah, we
can
cut
throw up
together
on the
a little
site?
Teaser, yeah,
Yeah.
we could do a teaser for sure.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
It's
do
interesting.
that.
Nice.
Remember when you approached
Yeah,
me, I
it's
was like,
super
dude,
weird.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
completely in.
so that's
People
yeah.
that don't know me need to know that I'm weird. I like
Yeah.
weird shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I do
true.
weird things.
Is so that clearly you're watching Roswell and stuff like that inspired you. What else are Alex? What are you watching? What do you guys watching anything else, Anthony, or what's going
I
on?
just started watching Entourage, dude.
For the
Yeah?
first time.
Is
For
it
the
wor-
first time.
Is it
Wow.
worth watching?
I think so, man. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think I tried to watch the pilot, and I kind of didn't. Maybe I didn't get it.
Yeah. Well, no, you got to get invested in the characters. Like
Okay.
that's the whole point. As it goes,
It
it gets
definitely
more
makes me-
complicated. and
It's like a
twisted.
bro show, right?
Very.
It
yeah.
definitely makes me want to move out to LA though. Like right now.
Yeah.
And just
it's
be a
like-
bro.
yeah,
You got your
just-
clique and you're rolling around
Got your
town, going to
entourage,
clubs. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
It's
fun.
I think the cool part for me is that like they created this character who is supposed to be this giant celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
So he interacts with all these real giant celebrities
Yeah.
on the show.
Right.
And it's just kind of interesting to see.
But he's not a real
No, but
celebrity.
he's not,
Gotcha.
he's not like,
I understand.
Yeah.
The actual actor.
Right.
Yeah.
The actual actor isn't as big as the celebrities that he's hanging out with on the show.
Or the
Sure.
one that he plays on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
So
What's funny, what's great, I think, about it is
Isn't
that
Jeremy, what's his name in that show?
Jeremy Piven.
Piven.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I like him.
Ari Gold. But what's cool is that all the people in the entourage, whoever you are watching the show, you can identify with either one of the
Sure,
characters,
yeah.
or you know someone that's exactly like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like the tough guy,
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
cool
yeah.
guy, or the guy that thinks he's cool that's not really,
Yeah.
Got
That's
it.
what's cool about it.
Huh.
You can just
I was digging
identify.
that, and then I also just started watching Parenthood recently, which was
I don't think
on-
it was
I
like
think it was
ABC or
on-
something?
I think it was on.
NBC?
Parenthood?
CBS?
I can't remember
That's
what it was.
three. Three options. Fox?
I can't remember what it was on. It's like
Uh,
a I don't know, dude, like a
Hmm.
rom-com
Yeah.
drama, something about like having a fucked up family, and like,
What draws you to something like that versus
I don't
all the
know,
other
dude.
tried and true, trusted, amazing shows that you've never seen?
I just like weird stuff, man. I don't
Yeah.
know how else to explain it. Like
Just expanding your
I like
experience,
coming
yeah.
of age stories. I like cheesy love stories. I like
Yeah.
shitty sci-fi stuff. I just like
Yeah.
for some reason that appeals to me. But this Parenthood show, it starts off bad, like bad as in like there's all this bad stuff happening to the
Sure.
characters in the show, and then
Sure.
it just keeps getting worse as you go on. It's like
Whoa.
everything bad that could happen happens to these people. So it's like
Yet it's a comedy?
I don't. Yeah, dude. It's kind of hard to watch
Oh,
sometimes.
my God.
but-
That's interesting.
What about you, man? Brandon, what are you
Uh,
watching?
Well, we started off the show and we were straight out of Bourbon, but this week
Yeah, did we talk about why we're straight?
I'm so excited. This week I finally snuck out of the house.
Oh, we never said why we weren't drinking. It doesn't matter.
We snuck out of the house.
Yeah, what'd you get? What'd you watch?
And I was able to watch Straight Outta Compton.
Nice.
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh, so
These
good.
weeks that I've been bugging you.
So good.
Have you seen it, Anthony?
God. I've had 3 people tell me I need to go. See
Oh,
it.
All right,
it's
the
so
best.
good.
Cut. We're
Yeah.
gonna go watch the movie and we'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Yeah, no, it's
it's-
phenomenal. It's for one, I have a soft spot in my heart for, as you know, rap, hip hop, the whole culture. I grew up in that time frame when NWA came out. When
So like
Dr. Dre-
1945
Yeah, I mean,
or something.
for me, Dr. Dre's Chronic was just life changing. Not lyrically, but just like the beats and just you're a kid and you're just like, what is this and what is this world? And it was so fascinating and obviously a different context coming, being a white kid growing up in the suburbs. But it's still powerful nonetheless. And the film was just amazing.
Yeah.
The actors just crushed it. I felt like Gary Gray should be nominated for Best Director. I feel
Dude,
like
it's
I feel like the
good.
film should be nominated for Best Drama. I mean,
Even if you know
what are your
nothing
thoughts?
about NWA or about any of the trials, tribulations, anything that they went through, it's a great story.
yeah,
You walk out of the theater and you're
it's
like,
touching.
man,
Yeah,
that was
like,
powerful.
I didn't cry, but there's a moment there towards in that one scene. There's a scene.
I'm
I'm not going to give it away. But there's
well,
a
I
scene,
mean, if you
and
know the story of it,
if you have a heart, if you have a soul, you will tear up for
What
sure.
about a cold, dark, black soul?
it'll probably still
Maybe
touch
not-
you.
Yeah, it'll touch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll warm it up a
but
bit.
yeah, it was totally awesome. But you guys are right.
Really
I mean,
good.
we brought that up, and the reason that we are straight out of Bourbon this week, which I think is something that we definitely want to address, is
Yeah.
we're not pro alcoholics on this show. We're definitely. I know sometimes it seems that way.
Yeah.
I guess our title kind of makes it a pro
Well,
alcoholic
no,
show.
we're just, I wouldn't even say connoisseurs. We appreciate a good spirit.
Yeah, but
That's
we
it.
don't, and it kind of makes the show
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
But
loosens
by
it up.
all means, we don't encourage that. And Anthony here is
No,
is
responsible.
Sober.
You're sober, right?
Womp, womp,
Basically
womp.
1.5 years.
Okay.
now,
Basically.
Yeah.
There's-
So
there's been a few little hiccups along the way, but
yeah,
It's good. It's commendable, though.
yeah. So and that's awesome, and we wanted to highlight that with him on the show. So that's why we're straight out of
Yeah.
Bourbon. And
We don't need it.
No.
We don't need it.
yeah, no, but
It's all
it is,
about
it is good though.
hey, sobriety's a hell of a drug, dude.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about
Yeah.
it.
And so anyway, to all you listeners out there who catch in the show, you check us out, and clearly, we don't want you guys to get off the wagon or anything. We love you guys.
Yeah.
We don't discriminate.
Yeah.
We don't. We're just here for entertainment, fun,
Yeah.
chat about what we love.
So this is a show dedicated to you guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
To
thanks.
everybody
Cheers
that
to
doesn't,
you.
that does not
Here,
partake.
cheers. Let's cheers our water.
Cheers.
And coffee.
Cheers our coffee.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Hit it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
That's-
anyway,
that's
yeah,
why.
there's a lot of fun things going on. What about work? What do you guys got jamming?
I didn't tell you what I was watching.
Oh.
But, let's move on. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I do that a lot.
Nobody
No,
cares what you're watching.
no, sorry. No, I mean I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, you want to talk about it or what?
Yeah, fine. Let's go on.
Oh, are we having a fight? Is this our first podcast fight?
I'm so glad that I'm
Oh
here.
my god!
Anyway, no, I do want to talk about what I'm watching because it's amazing.
All right, what is it?
It's an oldie and a goodie.
Is it a superhero movie?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It is. So I went up to Columbus yesterday to collect some footage and stuff from a project from Brad Gollowin, who we had on the show
There you go.
a little while ago.
What up,
It was a
Brad?
couple weeks ago. And he's got that sweet tattoo of
Yeah.
Daniel Plainview or
Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis from There Will Be Blood, and he let me borrow his Blu-ray of There Will Be Blood.
Which is a great film.
Yeah, and the cinematography is fantastic. Anybody a fan of good cinematography for a period movie, go watch that
Oh,
Blu-ray.
I
Anyway,
got so bored during that movie.
you
dude.
would.
really?
I
You
got so
would.
bored.
It's
You
not weird
would.
enough for you.
It's probably not.
I don't know, man. The religious scenes are pretty rad.
He gets scary
Yeah, he
towards
gets
the
got
end.
so-
like the first 30 minutes of the movie is just so slow.
But
dude.
it's-
Well,
sets it
but
up.
it's think of it like it's like a beautiful landscape photography.
I guess,
and you
man.
soak it in, and then bam.
I got to be hooked.
You get hit.
I
The
got to
backstory.
get hooked right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, no, I understand that.
Speaking of which, let's just
Yeah.
break sort of the landscape shots on that scene. Like, what was that? Just because of it was magic hour? Did they do something with the color? Talk about that.
What?
On
The
There Will
opening
Be Blood.
sequence?
Just in general, like the way those landscapes were.
Oh, I mean, they shot it
You
at a
know,
very
the
specific
oil
time of day.
rigs
You could
and-
tell. Yeah, it's all shot at like a lot of those oil rig sequences are at dusk and
Yeah.
blue hour where there's just light in the sky, but the fire's coming up and it's lighting everybody around it.
Yeah,
There's so much work in silhouette and shadow. It's a
awesome.
beautiful movie.
Or it's boring if you're Anthony.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Dude, but it's gorgeous. So me being, the visual dude, I sat down and watched that again last night and, I was up till 3 a.m. finishing it because I just couldn't stop.
Awesome.
Unlike Anthony, who would be done at
I
midnight.
stopped at
Yeah.
30 minutes, 20,
Yeah.
maybe 20 minutes.
He
dude.
tapped out. He's done.
What's that scene from like Clockwork Orange? Should we just tie you to a chair and open your eyeballs and make you watch it?
Dude, when I was working in Nashville, what was the big
He's-
space movie with George Clooney and Sandra Bullock?
Oh, Solaris.
Gravity?
No, Gravity, yeah.
Okay.
When I was in Nashville, that came out and everybody went to watch it. I don't ever walk out of movies in theaters, but I walked out of that movie.
Seriously?
It was so bad.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree
I
more.
thought it was
Well,
terrible.
sorry. I liked the movie until the
Mm-hmm.
end. I wanted her to die in space, and it would have been the best movie ever.
Yeah.
It just felt, the script felt, I mean, it was so cheesy and just like not realistic at all
I
that
get
it just
it.
pissed me off.
Yeah, I get that.
It was an
And-
experience, though.
Whatever, dude. The experience for me would have been if it felt real, and it didn't. Like
Yeah.
the VFX stuff looked great, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
And
it was,
anyways,
it was,
when I told the people that I worked with in Nashville that, they all basically outcasted
Thought
me.
you were nuts. It's a visual, it's a
Well-
visual amusement park ride. Like that's
Sure.
what that movie is.
But do you guys feel sometimes though that you watch movies through the lens of your vocation? Like you watch movies as an editor, so like
Yeah.
I
if
do
it's got
sometimes.
cuts and
I
it's
do
boom, 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 boom,
sometimes.
like
But the
you-
edit was amazing in that movie,
You know what,
regardless of your story.
You know what? Sometimes I do notice the editing, and I just watched a film last week, Youth in Revolt. You ever
Okay.
seen that?
No.
No.
It's Michael Cera and Zach Galifianakis is in it for a little bit. Steve Buscemi's in it for a little bit.
already sounds good.
Dude, it's like literally one of my favorite films. And I just realized this the last time that I watched it. It's because the editing is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, every cut that they make in that film progresses the story.
Sure.
Every single one.
Yeah.
There isn't one cut that is not pushing the story forward.
Right.
And once I noticed that, I was like, oh man, no wonder this feels so good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely do notice that sometimes.
That's
but
what a lot.
I
If
can
you,
turn it on and off.
if you ask a lot of like top DPs and top editors, what they hope that their, what's the word I'm looking for? Their part of the job is
Yeah.
whatever. A lot of them will say, if you didn't notice it, I did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, if the
I think that's how it
cinematography
is most
wasn't,
times,
if
yeah.
it wasn't, doesn't take away from the story, if the editing didn't take away from the story, if you didn't even know it was there, perfect. Job well
yeah,
done.
but sometimes
You
it's
know.
sometimes it's such a part of it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
you
Like
notice
if
it
you
'cause
think
it's
of
so
yeah, if
good.
you think of like Darren Aronofsky's films,
Yeah.
I mean they're sometimes crazy and cutting and the cuts are what make it work.
For sure, but like for a reason,
Yeah,
to jar you
jar-
or
yeah,
to
yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. But
Absolutely.
it's just a cool thought process. If you didn't
See,
notice
awesome.
it, great.
You know what I was?
Yeah.
You know what I thought was interesting? Me and Brandon actually went to the same college, but 10 years apart.
That's right.
We both went to Columbia College in Chicago. I studied film, and you studied audio, right?
Yeah, music production.
Yeah. Anyways, when I started at film school, they said, when you're done with this, when you get your degree and you're done with school, you're not gonna watch movies the same way again. And they said it like it was gonna be a bad thing, and like they said it like you're gonna know all the secrets and it's gonna ruin the experience for you. And it did the exact opposite for me.
Made you appreciate it.
I agree.
It
I
did
agree.
the exact opposite for me. It made me realize how much work and creativity goes into every single little piece of any video that you watch.
Yeah, after I did the in-depth workshop at NAB on lighting, I do feel like I have the inside scoop.
Yeah.
Like now I watch stuff and I'm like, oh, I get that. I know how that works. As before, I would look at Alex like just in wonder, like, how did they do that? And now I feel like I've peeked behind the
And
curtain.
you see.
But it does. But I like it. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it is for me too. So
But I'm not a DP. I'm like
Yeah.
a junior
Yet.
camera
an
operator.
apprentice.
I'm your apprentice. Can I be your apprentice, Alex?
I'll have to put you through a trial phase. Yeah.
Nice. So what's everybody working on, man? Let's start with you, Anthony.
Yeah.
What are you working on? And obviously you're transitioning to freelance.
Yeah.
What kind of work do you want? We have a whole listenership at Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon, people from all over the country tuning in. A lot of them are freelance editors, well, filmmakers. Some of them might need an editor.
might need
Some of
one.
them might need people to work with. We live in a day and age where you can upload footage to the cloud or you can send somebody a hard drive.
Work remotely.
So
yeah.
tell us, what are you working on? What type of projects do you want? But don't give away.
Ones that pay. I mean, no, it's like I do a lot of commercial stuff. Commercials can be really awesome, depending on the project.
And you're actually cutting up the stuff we talked about last week that me and Alex shot, like with the super art directed, the furniture
Armstrong stuff. Yeah,
Don't say
We might
that.
have to bleep that.
We're gonna bleep the name there.
you're gonna probably have to bleep a lot from me. So
No, he was just saying that it's strong stuff.
Yeah, it's strong.
It
It's
is.
very
It's strong.
strong. Yeah.
Well, either way, the strong commercial.
yeah, the strong commercials, music videos are always fun because I love music and
Yeah.
you get to be a little more creative. But obviously, they typically don't pay as well.
Sure. But you edited the mason jar video we did
Yeah.
for Natalie Stovall, and you
Yeah.
got a gold judge's gold.
We got a gold Addy and a judge's
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, you crushed that edit.
Yeah, it was
Because
dope.
me and I don't know if you know this story, Alex, but we got it back, and I was like, I basically challenged him, and I was like, okay, here's the deal. I'm going to do a cut. You're going to do a cut.
Oh yeah.
No, you know why I know that? Because we were in the airport on the way to a shoot, and you were like, "Hey, want to check out this guy Anthony's work?"
Yeah.
And then we watched it, and we were both like, "Damn,
Brandon
Yeah.
thought he was gonna blow me out of
damn!"
the water.
And then at that moment in the airport, Brandon goes, "Well, he wins."
Yeah, no. Hey, if there's one thing, man, I do not have a problem conceding when the work is good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a problem for me. But yeah, you did a hell of a job on that piece.
Very, very nice.
So what kind of stuff, is there stuff that you would want to get your hands on? If our listeners are like, man, actually, I do need an editor right now, what do you want them to send you, man? What's the stuff?
I mean, I assistant edited on a feature in September of 2014, maybe it was. And that was really awesome. So I'd definitely I'm definitely looking more for narrative stuff for sure.
Okay.
Bigger, maybe shorts or features. I just helped edit Daniel and Siri, which is another one that Alex shot. That was a lot of fun too. That's like a 30-minute short now.
Yeah, the final cut came out to 31:10, I believe. Yeah. Pretty long.
So I have a little bit of narrative experience, but not a lot. And so, I mean, I'd definitely like to get my hands on more of that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, my specialty has sort of always been documentary. So,
Cool. So documentary, music videos, commercials.
You know what I really want?
What's that?
I want to edit a ski movie. Someone bring me a ski movie.
All right.
Ooh.
So listeners out there out in the mountain states,
Yeah.
Utah, Colorado, if we got some listeners out there in the mountains and you got something cool you need, send it to where can they send it to?
Well, I mean, they can go to my website.
What is your website,
Yeah.
Anthony?
Lay on all
AnthonyRSchneider.com.
Cool, which we'll throw up on the FTB podcast
because that's
website.
impossible to spell.
We'll throw up. We'll
There's like 18 different ways to spell it.
We'll throw up your reel. We'll throw up
Yeah,
your
yeah.
site, and then you've got another like side project thing going on. Can you talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, what's this
It
thing?
has
You've
nothing to do with filmmaking. by the way.
Anthony has
Yeah.
this out of nowhere one day. Anthony started posting pictures of girls on his Instagram.
Pretty girls.
Pretty girls on his
Quote, unquote,
Instagram.
Quote unquote.
And
It's all
s-
subjective, remember.
Yeah. And so therefore we were like, what is this? And he
Yeah.
kept teasing us with like coming soon. And then eventually we were in the office and we're like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he says,
I'm making a blog where I take pictures of pretty. No, that's not what I said. I don't know, dude. Like
Say what it is.
well, it's a blog
First of all, what's the title?
called Pretty Girls Normal Things.
There you go.
yeah.
And it started as sort of a satire of all these people who get their hands on a camera and take their hot friend out into a field and tell them to like put their hands in their hair, and then they take a picture of it and they call themselves artists.
Yeah.
I just saw so much of that those pictures are really shitty. Like they're not good pictures.
So you said I could do this.
Yeah, and I was just like, dude, like that would be cool. I like pretty girls. Like let me let me
But I think it's interesting that you
It's more than
decided
that.
to have them doing normal things.
well, they needed to be doing something. The reason that I didn't like those photos is because there was no motivation behind them.
It was kind of random. Like, why are they in a field
They're just-
doing that?
It was
posed.
anybody
Yeah.
could go out and take those pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing special happening for me. For me, that's the most important part of a photograph. Is like if I can tell how much motivation was behind the image, then that's what
Yeah.
really impacts.
Do you
it.
feel it seemed your Pretty Girls Normal Things feels very documentary? Do you feel like
yeah, it's it's street photography. It's a lifestyle blog. It's documenting culture, kind of.
So
It's-
Yeah.
what are some of them doing?
I like to call it I refer to it as norm porn.
Norm porn.
Norm porn.
Brandon, that's Brandon's coined term.
And I don't mean that in that it's pornography, but it's definitely like
They're not all naked.
there's a sexiness
no,
to
there's
it.
a sexiness, there's a rawness to it. Like you got one girl like painting her toenails, and
That's-
it's she's got on like a tank
well,
top.
It's sexy because of how good they look. I mean, they're all just like gorgeous,
No-
like, naturally gorgeous.
Yeah, no Photoshop,
girls,
no like
yeah.
half of them don't have makeup on.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
really, it's
Normal.
super natural. It's like very laid back, and
supernatural.
it, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know. It's
Okay.
the whole thing is an experiment.
So where is this live yet, or can people access it? Where's it going to be? Like, what is?
It's gonna live on Tumblr primarily, and on Instagram. It's not live yet. We're hoping to launch at the end of the month.
Cool.
I'm posting some previews and sneak peeks on on the Pretty Girls Normal Things Instagram. That's just at Pretty Girls Normal Things.
Gotcha. So you thinking you might have your buddy Casey Musgraves on there? You gonna
Yeah, Casey, if you're listening, just shoot me an email or text me. I'll
or T Swift?
send you my number.
Maybe T Swift.
T Swift.
Putting on her red lipstick. Maybe?
Oh yeah, me and Taylor, we go way back.
Normal for her is a little bit different than normal for other girls.
So that's cool, man. So you've got that happening. What else is going on? Anything else that you're wanting to?
I want to buy an RV and live in it.
Why? Why
And
would
travel
you,
around?
Why
for
would you
want
want to do
of
that?
my life?
Yeah.
So-
I
You're a
don't know,
travel
man.
junkie,
I
aren't
want
you?
to start like a mobile production studio kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what it looks like yet, but I want to be able to travel around to different markets and network and meet people and
Yeah.
make cool shit
Because you can just
Yeah.
work
all
anywhere.
over, make cool stuff everywhere.
Well, here's the thing. We're gonna try.
Everywhere.
We're gonna try and help you out in that sense. So if you're listening, if you're into sort of exploring the world and connecting with other people and whatnot, definitely reach out. Connect with Anthony on Twitter. What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Anthony Reese's.
Yep.
REESE.
Again, we'll throw
We'll
that
put it
up.
on our site.
Yeah, and my Instagram is Anthony Reese Schneider.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Which, again, all of that we'll put on fdbpodcast.com. Connect with Anthony, reach out to him. I think it would be cool if all of a sudden in his travels he's able to, bunk at somebody's house that he, connected with through FDB Podcast, or he's able to partner with and use a DP in Colorado that found out about him through FDB Podcast. So that's the type of community we want to build, is a community of filmmakers who connect with each other on social media, who do real work together in person, like live, like physical work. And so, if this show can be an avenue for that, I'm super excited about it.
All the better.
Yeah, and that's exactly the kind of thing that I, would ideally like to be doing is like I lived in Colorado for a while, lived in LA for a little bit, went to college in Chicago, lived in Nashville, so I have friends all over the country, that are just sort of connections that I'm not using because I'm in Cincinnati. You know what I mean? So
if you're mobile,
if I'm mobile, I can, call my buddy in Chicago and say, hey man, you got any projects coming up? Like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Or down in Nashville. Hey, I'll be in Nashville in 3 weeks.
Right.
Sweet, because all you need is a campsite.
Exactly,
well, and not only that, I mean, obviously. So what's your setup from an edit standpoint? What are you running? What are you running on? What are you able to cut on?
I mean, I'm cutting on a MacBook Pro right now, dude. I don't really need much because I don't do a lot of motion. I don't do any VFX stuff. So really, you don't need much. I have a little studio at home that I'm actually going to be selling to purchase the next, chapter of my life, basically. But yeah, when you're just editing stuff, you don't need too much. I'm probably going to have at least one other monitor.
Yeah.
What about a kit, though? Do you have? I mean, you're going to be doing the blog. You're going to be filming some stuff, maybe shooting some stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of kit? Like, you got kind of like a run and gun backpack kit where it all.
Well, I have a Blackmagic Pocket camera that I didn't use. Like, I haven't used it nearly as much as I thought I would.
You shot some sweet stuff in Colombia.
Yeah, it was pretty rad.
Yeah, it's a great little camera, but the sacrifices are still sort of an issue. You can only shoot for 20 or 30 minutes because the battery, the SD card, I don't know. It's just
that's just for fun though.
Right,
I mean, you want to edit, yeah.
Yeah, but you've kind of been on this ongoing search for the right camera.
Yeah, I've been trying to buy primarily a still camera.
Yeah,
because I wanted to start this project, and the reason why I wanted to start really focusing on shooting more stills is because I wanted to learn how to sort of perfect the craft of exposing an image.
Yeah,
which is it's really what we all do.
Sure.
We're, at the root of what we do is exposing an image
Sure.
properly. So I never really totally understood that, f-stop, aperture, ISO, shutter speed, all that stuff is super heady. You know, like there's a lot that goes into that. If you don't really spend the time to really learn it and figure it all out, then you're always just going to be guessing.
Right.
And I didn't want to be guessing anymore.
That's cool.
So my solution was to buy a camera and go out and shoot
now,
as much as possible.
In the office, there's a new camera arriving in a brown box like every week. For a couple weeks there, you rented at least 100 cameras
From Borrow Lenses.
Talk about your journey of trying to find like the right camera, the right fit. What did you love? What did you hate? Is there any one camera that was just like, dude, this thing is badass?
Well, I think initially what was driving my, my choices was my budget. I don't have a lot of money to spend. So I started looking at the mirrorless cameras and
Are those the 3/4,
well,
small ones.
I mean,
or
it could be
4/3?
mirrorless depending on your sensor. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the sensor size
It just doesn't have a mirror.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry guys, I didn't understand. I'm not as smart as you.
It's cool,
It's all
man.
good.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. So I started looking at the Fuji, the XT1, and I think there's a new XT10 that they're coming out with. The Olympus OMD, what is it? The EM5.
And those also shoot video too, though, right? At some level.
Yes.
Like
yeah,
60
but the video
frames per second?
capabilities are still fairly like low key.
Limited.
Yeah.
So
you started low budget and then you just kind of experimented.
Well,
right?
and then everybody started freaking out about the Sony A7S,
which is kind of pricey. Yeah.
and my buddy Sam Shapson, I went to college with him. He shot the the Moonlight short.
Oh, you know him.
Yeah, I went
Cool.
to college with him, and we had classes together, and so he shot that and just blew up online, dude.
Everywhere.
I mean, no film school was covering it.
Everywhere.
Vimeo was all over it.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, "Oh, we got to get our hands on that A7S." You know,
Shoot at 102,000 ISO.
on paper the camera's perfect.
Yeah.
I'll take the Canon 500 million ISO.
Oh God, that's meant for security purposes.
But dude, on paper that camera's perfect. So I got online, and I always like to try and find sample footage.
Yes.
And I was looking for pictures, let me see some stills from the camera. I couldn't find anything that impressed me.
People,
my
it's
camera.
for video is what people use it for.
No, you know what I figured out?
Huh.
It's just the people that were posting the photos were not good photographers.
Oh, weird.
So I rented one.
Yeah.
So that I could get my hands on it. And within the first 5 minutes of having it in my hands, I was like, holy crap. Dude,
You loved
this
it?
thing is
You did
insane.
have a love affair.
Yeah, it was, I was like, wow, okay, like this is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Now, for you, are you looking for something that, like, are you looking to say, you know what, I'm getting rid of my Blackmagic. I want one box that can shoot stills, that can shoot video, that can achieve my goals, whether it's travel, blog, etc. Is that what you're looking for?
I mean, that would probably be ideal.
Have you found one yet?
I haven't, dude. I haven't.
What's your? I'm not going to ask your budget, but I have a recommendation for you.
Yeah.
If you want it, and it would be
No,
the.
I don't really care.
All right, well, screw you too then. Yeah. Oh, that was a great show, guys.
Nice, excellent, cool.
Anyway,
Adam,
the Panasonic GH4. Have you looked into that?
Yeah, you've been pushing those Panasonics hard.
Yeah.
Dude.
Why? Yeah. Have you looked into it? Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it,
You should try it.
but I should.
Try it.
Probably should.
Actually, Mike Wilhelm from Videomaker was talking about that, right?
Yeah.
He brought it up on last week's show.
Fantastic.
He said he was going to use it for a nonprofit deal.
Yep. So they take good stills. They take great video. You can hack it and get high bit rates.
I don't want to hack anything.
How much do they
Just
cost?
saying. I don't know. A couple grand?
$5,000?
No.
Really?
Way less. Yeah.
Dude, here's the thing. There's so many different.
up.
There's so many different options.
There's too many cameras.
There's too many. There's so many different options and different combinations.
That's why I'm suggesting it does all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but so do all the other cameras I'm looking at.
Oh, I mean, it just depends on your needs for sure.
Yeah.
Frame rates and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So you can spend. I've spent days
Just looking.
reading and and trying to figure out what was going on. And the
$1,500.
Panasonic GH4 is $1,500.
Yeah. Anyway,
I definitely need to look into this more.
and they're coming out.
But I've already looked at 10 other cameras. That
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Take it from an image,
crazy,
dude. But they're coming out with a new update that's going to allow it to shoot, if they haven't already.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
4K.
No, it already does 4K.
8K,
9K.
It already does 4K, but
27K.
it can do 4:3 sensor mode. So if you wanted to,
4.3K.
4:3K, bro. No, you could slap an anamorphic lens on it.
10,000
Oh, that's
megapixel
cool.
camera.
That's cool.
Anamorphic lens.
It's like the Hubble telescope.
Shoots 70,000 frames per second.
Perfect.
So that's cool, man. What
Perfect.
that's what you've been jamming on. Alex, anything you've been working on, man?
Working on, you know what I'm still working on,
What up?
and what you're still working on is
What's that?
Kill Game.
Oh.
Dude,
which
you know
Anthony knows all about our struggle with this. I wouldn't say struggle, but our journey.
It's alive.
Yeah,
It's
it is
alive.
You know we have a Kill Game song
Yeah, we do. Oh my
created by
God.
Donnie Maserati.
Local hip hop legend, Donnie
Donnie.
Maserati.
You gotta know for the Kill Game.
God, we should play that
You
right
gotta
now.
know for the
It
Kill
sounds-
Game.
Okay, the actual song sounds way better than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
It's a nice hardcore rap song.
Yeah, we'll post it on the FTB site. You need to hear Mr. Maserati.
It's not family friendly,
No.
but it is amazing.
explicit.
Yes.
All right.
Either
cool.
way, we're still working on that. You and I, we
I'm
locked
ready.
down.
Yeah,
our,
I'm excited
actually,
about that.
actually, can
Yeah.
you edit that?
No, I don't want to edit that piece of shit, dude.
Oh, fine.
You'll edit
Just
it,
kidding.
right?
I hope I am.
Okay,
'cause
cool.
Yeah, we'd
Awesome.
love to.
I actually just emailed like 8 or 9. Actually, that's a lie. 5 girls.
Yeah.
I emailed 5 girls today.
Were they doing normal things when you?
Yeah, for real.
No.
Send it my way, dude.
No, but they are auditioning for the role of Regina, which
Sweet.
we actually rewrote to be a younger talent because
We had some
the
issues.
older talents
Yeah.
we weren't getting any talents. The only one we had was out of Pennsylvania,
Yeah, we had some issues finding an older talent.
it was too costly.
What about your location issues, dude?
Oh, dude,
Found
done.
it. Yeah, we already
Yeah?
posted
Yeah,
that.
old man Robert, Chicken Man Robert from
Robert
the
the Chicken
Proud
Man.
Rooster
Up there in
is
Northside?
Yeah, he's in. when?
No, in Clifton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna film December 12th through the 14th.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
But
Dude, it's coming quick.
Local
we're
spot.
struggling right now.
It looks great. It's got an old grill
Yeah,
in
it's
there. It's
awesome.
a nice diner. Oh,
Yeah.
it's really cool. Old
Yeah.
lighting, pictures on the wall. It's
gonna
already
be
art
awesome.
directed. It looks great.
Yeah, we just got to
Yeah.
hustle on that. So, but everybody can
Yeah.
check. We have a site up for it, I think. Still, I don't know if it's updated.
Kill Game Movie. I
Killgamemovie.com
think so. And then there's a Twitter,
at Killgamemovie
and then there's a Instagram,
at Killgamemovie.
and then there's a FTB
got 'em all.
podcast.
Yeah, and then actually,
Flickr.
but soon
Yeah.
enough, we're going to be launching the Kill Game Indiegogo.
Indiegogo. Yep.
So
Yeah.
You're
hopefully,
doing Indiegogo this time.
yeah.
Done
So-
with the Kickstarter.
We failed
We failed to keep
because Alex wanted $50,000 and we couldn't
Mhm.
raise it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Alex, he always wants a lot.
Yeah,
Yep.
always. DPs always want more gear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the projects turn out bad.
And
so-
editors,
Yeah.
editors always want more B-roll.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You know, I could get you more B-roll if I had more gear.
You usually do a pretty good job at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
We're
it's going to be a lot of
redoing-
fun.
Redoing the fundraising. We've toned things down, trimmed the fat.
Yeah.
We're lean and mean and ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
We are ready to go.
So-
So it's pretty cool. It's we talked about it before, gangster story, gritty.
And the whole thing that we're
Dark
going to do
comedy.
this time around, which is pretty cool, because before we didn't have the FDB podcast.
Yeah.
So now we are literally going to share the process with people on air.
We're going to break it down.
We're going to talk about everything. We're going to share
Mhm.
everything. It's going to be posted online. We want to hear people weighing in. What do they think about the boards? What do they think about the script? I think we're even going to post the script. Can we do that?
I think we should post a segment.
We're going to post sections of the
yeah,
script.
Yeah.
But either way, we really want it to be, we want our listeners to
community
really
deal.
jump
Yeah.
on board.
This is something that, we can go through the struggles we have. We have an issue, we'll break it down, we'll maybe get some feedback from the community. What did
Yeah.
you do on your short? What worked for you? Blah,
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Dope.
It's cool. I mean, we're definitely
Dope.
excited about
That's
it for
dope.
sure.
Dope indeed.
Yo,
The,
Brandon, is that the jam?
Oh, it's the jammer.
It's a
All right,
jammer.
Yeah.
I need some more jammer over here.
Actually, speaking of Kill Game
Yeah.
and speaking of jammer,
Mm-hmm.
the person who, the word jammer, I embraced and I stole and it rubbed off on me
Yeah.
from Aaron May.
Do you know what a jammer is?
Aaron May, it sounds dirty.
No.
No,
you know
it's a film term.
No, it's not.
What?
You know what it is?
What?
Coming from my swimming background, it's a swimsuit that comes down to your knees.
Nice.
It's a Speedo, skin tight swimsuit
Jammer.
called a
What?
jammer.
That's awesome. Real quick, let me connect the dots between the two.
Dead serious.
Aaron
I
May,
wear jammers all the time.
Aaron May, who is a designer, designed the official movie poster for Kill
You
Game,
did. It's badass.
and it is badass. And he always says jammer. And for I had to do a shoot with him in New York for like a week. And after drinking and hanging out with him for a week, it was like
Stuck.
mental, like he hacked my mind, and now I can't get rid of it. And so, jammer is it's like a supplement for anything. You're like, hey man, pass me that jammer, or
Yeah.
dude, that's a nice jammer, or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you say it a lot.
Jam on.
jam
Man.
on,
What words do I say a lot?
Dope.
dope,
Dude.
sick,
Word,
sick,
Word.
word,
What
yeah,
up?
sick,
dope.
yeah,
What up? Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good one.
Rad.
I like that.
Rad.
rad,
Rad's pretty cool.
radical.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You know what is rad?
Huh.
Probably whatever the hell Adam has to share with us.
Yeah.
So he had a pretty cool thing with the 3DO stereo headphone stuff that he was jamming on. So Adam, I don't know where you're at, Studio A, Studio B. Let's
Kick it over.
Yeah. What do you got?
What up, guys? Today is in Studio A, and what I'm excited about, something came across my radar lately, and it's kind of a variation on something that's already been done before, but it's being launched in a bigger way, and it's the idea of stems audio for music. It looks like Native Instruments has put out this now, I guess, this suite of instruments or kind of a standard on how to make one multi-track sound recording in the MP4 container, which is cool to me, which basically what it boils down to is you're going to be able to listen to an MP4 and hear an MP4. Just listen to it and you're going to be able to hear your normal song. But what you then can do is, for us creatives who are putting this stuff together after the fact, or anybody in post-production, can take that MP4 and say, oh, I just want the drums, I just want the bass or just the strings or just percussion or just the vocal. Let's pull that stuff out. And it basically gives you the stems mix of that track, of that song, which is really cool. And it provides us, us people in post with so much more flexibility to be able to create something a lot more emotionally compelling. And that's exciting to me. I'm gonna dive into more of it, and I'll see if we can't put some sweet demos together or something to show you guys what I'm really talking about and how this can really be utilized. Like I said, the idea is nothing new. What they've done is they've packaged this up in a way that's gonna make it easily applicable to a lot of people. So pretty excited about that. I think it's really cool.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Seriously.
Wow. But anyway, thanks, Adam.
Yeah. Nice
For sharing your
nice segment, buddy.
Sharing your expertise.
Nice segment.
Last time you had that crazy binaural thing spin around your head.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that again.
So that's what Adam's excited about.
Yeah.
We talked about Kill Game. Anything else that's jamming? What's up?
I'm going to
Anything?
steal the airwaves
Anything?
here again.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm excited about?
What is that?
We talked about it a little bit ago. We dropped the trailer, Daniel and Siri.
Yeah.
Anthony mentioned it earlier, but
Awesome.
that's doing well. I'm going to switch things for a sec.
Oh.
Another film that Anthony worked on. I don't want to talk about that. But Anthony, another film that he worked on with me,
Totally
he came
forgot
up
about
and he gripped,
Yeah, I totally forgot about
quote unquote,
He gripped you?
quote unquote, gripped on it.
that. Me, Alex, and
Brad.
Yeah.
So we shot this
Yeah.
film called Eddie, which
Brad
we dropped the
Galloway?
trailer for
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
That's what I meant to talk about. Trailers, Daniel, Siri, Eddie.
Eddie.
Anyway.
Yeah, he was on the show. We've talked about Eddie.
Yes. We dropped the trailer for Eddie, but that, what I'm excited about, is now being submitted to festivals. So
Yes.
we hooked Brad up with Without a Box,
Which is crazy.
and he started submitting, and he's up to like over 20 now.
Did he get?
Yeah.
So he didn't find out if he got into any of them.
The
yet,
first date, I think, is like beginning of September.
Oh, that's so nerve-wracking on Without a
Hell
Box
yeah,
because you
dude.
just
Yeah.
like wait. And then you get an email and they're like, we really liked your film, but we are
But
sorry.
it wasn't good enough.
We
Yeah.
are sorry to tell you we did not have enough room, and you
Highbrow
are
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Anyway, so that's kind of exciting. Again, nerve-wracking, but we'll see if it gets in anywhere, and if it does, go see it.
Tight.
cool. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Keep you updated.
Awesome. Tight. That's
Pretty
another one of
sweet
your
tight.
words.
Yeah,
Tight.
that's one for sure.
Anthony, what are you excited about?
Anything?
Man, it's,
Bruh.
It's we got a little fall teaser this week. It's been a little,
Oh, the
little
weather.
colder.
Talk about weather.
Yeah, I was
is
like,
fall?
what film are you talking about?
So I'm kind of excited for the fall now, but
Yeah.
kind of not because like
means
I
it's
feel
getting
like
cold.
it's still the summer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we were just out on your boat, right?
Yeah. And it was like super nice.
Yeah,
It
man.
was,
Your
like,
boat.
cold.
Yeah, Anthony took us out. His family owns quite the boat. I would
It's,
good
a
old-
yacht.
It's a
On the
yacht.
Ohio River.
and
We went out and had a good old
and it
time.
was great. He took us out
Yacht
and,
rock.
and it was a lead frame social hour and we brought a lot of other industry creatives. And actually, we had probably the most talented group of people
Oh,
in the
dude,
city.
if that boat
in the
would've
city of
sunk-
Cincinnati. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
That would have been a huge loss for the city if
Yeah.
that sunk.
It was pretty rad for
sure.
sure.
And I'm talking about the boat, not the people.
Yeah, absolutely. So, cool,
Cool,
man.
That's cool. What about you, dude? What are you excited about?
Dude, just this, man. This makes me happy.
Really?
Coming here,
You don't wanna
talking
talk
with you
about,
guys.
DB.
What are you
I got
working on?
nothing. I got nothing to talk about.
You need to
Oh
make
yeah, dude. I got one last thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna work. But my good friend Dylan reached out to me. He has a band called Fire Kid,
Fire Kid.
Fire Kid.
and they're actually kind of taking off. They're
That's
blowing
awesome.
up. He's on Atlantic Records.
It's a crazy
and-
mix of like pop and folk and
Yeah.
techno and
Yeah,
both.
Google it up. It's on
SoundCloud?
Yeah, all those things.
Spotify?
No, Spotify.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's on SoundCloud.
anyway,
it's on Spotify.
yeah. Anyway,
The jam.
he had a really interesting idea that I'm gonna read you quote the log line.
You're talking about a music video.
Yeah, I created a log line for
Gotcha.
a music video
Cool.
to describe it with the label. So I took his idea and turned it into a treatment. And if you had to summarize the treatment, it would be Fight Club meets Boyhood in this unexpected coming of age tale of havoc and bravery.
Dope.
Yeah. So there's like kids and there's maybe some fighting and gladiators. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know how we're gonna do
It's
it.
amazing, man.
Are you
All I
gonna?
can-
Are you in? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna be the DP?
He told you I'm in.
Yes.
already told you I'm in. But
Cool.
the photo on the front of the treatment, kids in.
Yeah, show the listeners. Show
Yeah.
the listeners the photo.
Here, I'm just gonna. Can you see this? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, but don't give it away.
I'm
Don't
not-
give it away.
I'm not. I'm just saying it's amazing.
Yeah,
I want
it's
to tease
nuts.
this. 'cause
It's nuts.
so cool.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing you've ever seen.
But you guys can't see it yet.
Nope.
Sorry.
Can't see
You
it.
can
Sorry.
mentally see it.
You guys can check back in once we when and if it happens.
They can mentally.
Yeah, if it doesn't happen, we might publish the treatment just because it's fun.
Yeah.
The video that should have
God.
been made.
It's so cool.
Okay.
Oh my God. Hey, we got one final thing to do.
Oh,
We got one more
yes,
thing.
we do.
You know what it is?
We got an FDB giveaway. FDB giveaway. Last week on the show, we had videomaker.com, Mr. Mike Wilhelm in the house.
We did.
And he was kind enough to give away a Videomaker subscription and a Videomaker Plus subscription, which allows
Videos,
you
tutorials, everything.
everything
you
you
need.
need to be awesome.
Yep.
It's the plus.
It
is.
is. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I
That's
just made that up.
instead of the jammer, you like, dude, that's the plus.
That's
It's
the
the
plus.
plus.
You know what I
that.
used to say in Nashville
Plus
is
that.
that's so dang.
Dang.
Instead of dank.
Wow.
Huh.
You're
Interesting.
just
So dang.
You're creating all sorts
Me
of
and
new words
a
here.
guy I used to work with.
That's a dang.
All right.
It's so
that's cool.
dang.
So,
It's the jammer.
well,
Anyway,
we got the
so
hats.
now,
we got a
in
hat.
order to give away that subscription, we took all the people submitted
Well, they had to mention FTB Podcast
at FTB Podcast,
at Videomaker,
at Videomaker,
hashtag
FTB.
FTB
That's a lot
giveaway.
of things to do.
And we found out that
Oh.
there was a purse company or a fashion
Yes,
brand,
called FDB,
FDB, that makes purses or bags, like
Yes.
something bags.
and they were doing a giveaway.
And they were doing a giveaway called the FTB giveaway.
So-
and so our listeners found it.
tagging
They
them.
found it and they were like, "Oh, you guys giving away purses?"
That's hilarious.
yeah, there's some cross tagging.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Which I'm totally cool with.
yeah, we'll promote purse brands now.
Maybe they can. Maybe we can do
Reach out to
a
them.
dual giveaway.
Filmmakers hiding bourbon in purses.
Perfect.
So,
All
and
right, we
our
gotta-
winner is
Nah, let's
No?
let's hear. I got all the names here. I'm gonna
Here, I
Oh.
want
fold them up and I'm gonna put them in the coffee mug.
nice.
to pick.
Yeah. And we're gonna pass it over to Anthony here, since he's our guest of honor.
I'm cheating.
He picks it out.
We're
All right,
reenacting something that we already did.
All right.
Who's it?
Roman, come and get your prize. Roman Luck. ladies and
Roman
gentlemen.
Luck.
Yeah. What's his Twitter handle there?
RMNLUCK.
Cool.
Congratulations, Roman Luck.
Roman Luck. And we know Roman. Roman's a local guy.
Roman is a local
is.
He's
guy.
a local filmmaker, music video director,
Yeah.
creative
Well,
extraordinaire.
he's local now.
He pops up on sets.
He used
Isn't he
to-
from Latvia?
Latvia.
Yeah, he's from far away.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Yeah, one of my
he is.
one of my really good friends. So in no way was that rigged. That just happened to be coincidence.
Yeah,
It
But-
was rigged. I cheated.
Good for you. Anyway,
Um,
so Roman, you won. Congratulations, buddy.
yeah. Enjoy your
Yeah,
subscription
to
to
Videomaker magazine.
Yeah.
Plus
Can we all say video maker at the same time?
Videomaker.
Hold on. 1, 2,
Videomaker.
3.
Videomaker. Nice.
Anyway,
Cool, man. So, hey,
there you
guys,
go.
thanks so much for listening. It's been a really
Yes.
fun show. Log on to ftbpodcast.com.
Mhm.
Check out all the links. We'll get you connected to Anthony there.
Yep.
All of his links, because he's got a long last name and all that
About
jazz.
to release him into the wild.
Yeah,
Here.
but definitely go there, connect with him, hire him, send him work. He can work anywhere in the country.
Mhm.
He's mobile.
He's the
He
jammer.
can do whatever you need.
He's the jammer, man.
He's the dang.
Dude, he's the
No,
plus.
wait, what was the other
He's
one?
plus,
The
for sure. He's the plus.
Anthony
And,
is the plus.
And then the other thing I want to say is that we really need the listeners to step up for us. Go to iTunes,
Yes,
subscribe to the
please.
podcast, rate the podcast, give us 5 stars, give us a review.
Even better, write a review and tell us what you like, what you
that
don't
is
like.
so helpful and really lets the exposure get out there.
Do it for America.
Yeah, do it for America.
Yeah. Right now, if you search filmmaking on iTunes, we're like
We're like number 2.
number 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We're up there.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah,
you
and
can
then
find
if
us.
you search bourbon, we're like the second
Yeah,
podcast that pops up,
It's
and we're
awesome.
not even a bourbon podcast.
we're kind of a bourbon.
Well, we were gonna be.
Yeah,
We can't give that away just
we
yet, can
can't.
we?
Next
Have we
month
announced
is
that?
no, maybe. Either way, next month's special. So just stay tuned.
Well, let's just tell them what it is.
You want to?
Next month is Bourbon
Bourbon
Heritage Month,
I think we've already talked about it.
and we have a special guest on the show.
We do, which
don't-
we can't say that.
I don't think we've given that away.
No, we won't say that either. We'll
How special?
Oh my God!
Is
you
it
have no
bad
idea.
that we gave? Is it bad that we gave the alcoholics one show and we're giving bourbon a whole month?
Well, it is Bourbon Heritage Month.
That's how it is, man.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
used
all
to that.
good.
I'm
It's
used
all
to that
good.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
all good.
So anyway,
All right, man.
thanks for
It's
listening.
been a lot of
Thanks
fun.
for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. Coffee, water.
FTVpodcast.com.
Cheers.
Anthony, thanks, man.